Hi, my name is Nikki Moody, and I work at George Brown College in the Student Life Department, and we work closely with the George Brown residents. I will be sharing with you some budgeting tips as a college student. Now, you might be thinking, a video on budgeting? Some of you might not even like the word budgeting because you'll feel stressed or anxious. But just like doing chores or homework or even going to a job, once we get it done, we see results. The first thing you want to do is figure out your cash flow. What is coming in and what is going out? Simply put, what is your income and your expenses? This would include any passive income, any debt such as loans, car payments, credit cards, or even mortgages, groceries, bills, your education such as tuition and your textbooks, and entertainment. The great thing about a budget is that it gives you the flexibility to live life on your terms. There's this misconception that having a budget doesn't make you have fun at all. Well, in fact, that's not the case. You actually control how much fun you want to have. In order to figure out your cash flow, first look at your income. What is coming in? Put the number aside. Second, look at your expenses. Now, the best way to go about doing this is to look at your bank statements. A lot of those transactions are what we consider your expenses. Once you have that number, you're going to want to use that to subtract your income. So let's say you make $2,000 a month, but you find out that your expenses are $2,150 a month. Well, that just indicates that you've spent more than you make, and credit cards will help you do that. Now, if you have extra money, this is where you can tell your money what to do. You can either save it, invest it, or even pay yourself first. You can break down your budget further and use your bank statements from 3 to 6 months to actually take a look at all of your expenses. Divide them into two categories, needs versus wants. Often when you look at your needs list, that's the one that we compromise. We sometimes don't even have enough money to buy groceries. But the great thing about that is, as a George Brown College student, you have access to the Student Association's Student Nutrition Access Program. It's a great resource for George Brown students to use, especially if you're on a low budget. This will allow you to focus on other areas, such as your wants list. Now, take a look at that wants list. Often at times when I look at other people's lists, they have things like multiple monthly subscriptions, Netflix, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, and these are only movie and show apps. You're roughly spending about $500 per year just on movie show apps. This method is a great way to start removing some expenses you don't need to be making within your budget. Having a budget has its benefits, especially being a student. It really helps to reduce anxiety, worrying, and any level of stress. It also helps you with discipline and great habits which are interchangeable in your everyday life. Listen, we're supposed to be eating our fruits and vegetables, but we don't do that now, right? It's the same way with the budget. You want to actually start using a budget to help you plan for your financial goals. Now, here are a few reminders. Focus on creating a zero-based budget, meaning that what's coming in and what's going out equals the same. Take control of your money. The second thing you want to do is rely on resources to help alleviate any of your expenses. Visiting a food bank or going to the thrifty store to purchase clothing is a great way to save on some money. What you also want to do is pay yourself first. This is a great way to reward yourself for all the hard work you have to put in and the discipline and the sacrifice to achieve your financial goals. And lastly, also budget your time. Make sure you're not taking all those Uber trips and giving yourself enough time to find cheaper ways of traveling. I hope you were able to get some useful tips that will help motivate you to either start a budget or even restart one. Don't limit yourself. Happy budgeting!